What's up, everybody? Axe Wizard here. Welcome back. When we last left off, we sort of made just a minimal plan for our game, and now that we're back into Game Maker here, we're going to start working on this game. So the very first thing I need to do is I'm going to need some sprites. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a group, and I'm going to create a group called Placeholder. This is just a way that you can organize your assets here, and I'm going to create a sprite in this group. And I'm just going to name it SPR Placeholder Ship. So, since it's going to be a 2D top-down space game, I'm going to make a little spaceship. I'm going to do, Placeholder Ship. Edit image. Okay, so we're starting out 64 by 64. I'm just going to throw together a quick sprite. It's not going to be super advanced here. In fact, it's going to probably be super basic. But with this, like this, I should be able to get something working that will look half decent, at least. At least that's my hope and plan, right? So let's actually change this out a little bit. I kind of want to do something like this. Boom, boom. There we go. How do I want to do the thrusters? You know, I think this is going to be like the back of the ship. I think that looks pretty good. And then for the thrusters, I think I'm going to have them just be like here. Just like this. And what I can do is I can get rid of this. And to round it all off, we can just do like this. I don't know, like a simple rocket booster type of dealio, right? So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste this right there as I think where it needs to go. And then I'm going to get rid of this line here. And there we go. So that should be like a super basic ship, but now let's add a little bit more detail because let's make it look good. So what I want to do is let's add like a nice little window. Boom. So we'll add a little bit of oops. Boom, boom. There we go. So it's sort of like a little cockpit window there. I'm going to dye this like a blue. And I think that looks pretty cool. And let's also add some sort of like wing structure to it, right? We want to be able to have like weapons and stuff on here. So I think this will look pretty cool. If I can make this look similar on both sides, I think we'll be set. There we go. And then for weapons, I'll just do something like this. Just, boop. I think that might be... I think the bottom one's a little longer, so let me just scoot this in one. There we go. So now comes the fun part for me, coloring. Since I'm colorblind, I'm just going to do a lot of grays. I'm going to start out everything gray, and then we're going to start adding some detail. So let's do a little darker gray for the back here. And then we'll do this light gray again for right here. And then we'll just do like a super dark for here. Okay, so now let's add some more detail. So we're going to add... I don't know. We can add like some stuff. There we go. And then what we can do is we can just add a bunch of like random like circuitry or something to just give it some life. You know, it's a spaceship. Cool. Maybe make this something like boom. You know, just add a little bit of something to it. It doesn't have to be great. Again, this is just a placeholder sprite, so I'm not going all out here. Just making it look cool. So now that we've got a basic sprite working for a super basic ship, let's also make the weapons darker. And then I kind of want to maybe add some like lighting to it. So for example, maybe make this lighter. Like add like a little bit of shine there. Maybe we can add like a little highlight here. And then we can probably do some darkness like on this side. Some really basic shading, because why not? I think that looks all right. Let's see, we'll do some darkness over here. Do some more on this side. This just kind of makes it a little more, I don't know, this will probably look like crap because I can't tell very well, but I think it's going to look all right. Boom. There we go. I don't know. I'm all right with that. That looks all right to me, I guess. We'll go back to our dark color here. Cool. So we've got something that kind of works. Now, if we shrink this down, it looks like a super basic ship. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this frame. I'm going to paste it. And in the second frame here, I'm going to make it so we have like a little bit of boost. So all I'm going to do for this is I'm just going to just add some like propulsion sort of dealio going on. And I'm just going to copy, and I'm going to paste this like right here. There we go. So this is just, again, this is a super basic placeholder ship sprite. I think this looks good. I'm going to save this. We're going to set the origin to the center because, again, it's going to be top down. And let's also make, let's see, let's make it space. So we're going to add another sprite here. And this is going to be SPR placeholder space. Now I'm going to do, let's go larger with this. I'm going to do something like maybe 256 by 256. And I'll explain why in a second. So let's edit this image, zoom out a little bit, and let's dye the whole thing black. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in some stars and stuff. And we're going to basically make this like just a tile because it's going to be placeholder art. Doesn't have to be too great. And I think that this would look okay. So we're going to add a few different colors. We're going to add some reds. And then we're also going to increase our size here. We're going to add maybe some sort of blues. Add one of those there, one of those there. Maybe we'll do a red one like over here just for fun. There we go. So we got a super basic space background, right? Nothing too fancy here. I'm going to save this. And I'm not going to set the origin on this. So now that we've got a ship, we have a space. Let's look at our design document. We also want to be able to fight other ships, so let's just make, for now, just a placeholder bullet, because combat, getting that started, will follow shortly after movement. So let's do another sprite here. And we are going to do SPR placeholder pew pew. Now let's do camel case pew pew. There we go. And edit image. Actually, let's go to resize the image here. So resize canvas. Let's just make this something like, I don't know, 8 by 2. It's going to be super tiny. This is going to be the most in-depth sprite that I'm ever going to draw. You ready for this? Boom. There's our pew pew. I did it. That's our bullet. It looks amazing. I've done it. Save. And we are going to center this. Perfect. Awesome. So now that we've got that saved, we made some art. So just in case you didn't watch that like 2-hour video, I don't blame you if you haven't. In GameMaker here, sprites are basically the assets that are the visual assets. Now you can do animations. So since this has 2 frames, if I were to hit play, you can see like it's just cycling through the animations. Now we can do more in-depth animations with like more frames if we want to, but for now, I'm only going to have 2 frames. And in the next episode, we're going to piece together some movement to make it move like you're in space. So I'll see you in the next video.